Let's talk about how we're going to add tabs and streams in Hootsuite. It's relatively straightforward. Tabs are here going across, that's first hierarchy, and I want to add a new tab. What I'm going to do is to click here, and it goes to untitled by default. I will call it examples. That's just how I decided to name that tab. So now we see that with here the examples tab, and I can add stream, and I'm going to do Twitter. I'm going to do search. I'm going to select Twitter, and I'm going to select keyword, phrase, handle, whatever I want to select. Let's click in Jacksonville here. So this will be all tweets that have Jacksonville in them. And I just added the stream, and it tells me that here's the Jacksonville, all the most recent tweets with the word Jacksonville in them. So this is how simple it is to add. There are a lot of combinations. We're going to go over this in the course itself, but I want to draw your attention to different examples of different syntax for searches. They are here shown, and please examine them carefully, because how you type in it supports full Boolean logic, and the idea here would be to follow those things, because otherwise the search may bring too many results or too few results. One of the very cool things that I want to show is how to bring the tweets from around any particular place. How we're going to do it. We're going to go to Google Maps. We're going to type in here Jacksonville landing, and now we have a Jacksonville landing here. If we click here on that location, right click on it and say what's here, Google will give us the coordinates here. I will just cut and paste. I will just cut those coordinates, and I will come to Hootsuite, and we'll add a stream, and that in that stream, in the search, we're going to put the word geo or code colon. We'll paste this code. Make sure that there is no space here. Then comma, and how many miles around Jacksonville landing. So let's say 2 miles. And this is going to and we have to of course select where I want to use Twitter for that. And I'm going to add that stream, and those are all tweets that are happening on right now. Right now it's Wednesday, January 20th, that are all in around Jacksonville landing. You can also do let's say the filters here. So if you type in start typing things like museum, then you will see that the tweet that is has just museum in it, park, I'm at park, so Riverside Park, and so on and so forth. And so you can filter those streams even further to find things that you may be interested in. Actually, police will use it to put some words that may be threatening, so I don't know, guns or something like this. There's no gun here, or violence, and so on and so forth. So that's the idea. So we can create the tweets around locations with that type of precision, and if we want to broaden that or expand that search, all we have to do here is to click on those preferences, and we'll do it now, let's say 20 miles. Now, of course, this will have many more. Or we can go again under more options, preferences. We're going to do it. Let's see if we can do just half a mile. I never tried it, but we'll see if it will work. Now we are very precise. Yep, looks so they're almost done, really around that particular location. So I showed you here how to add tabs and streams and how to do this cool geocode or tweets around. The practical application of this is if you cannot go to a conference that's around the world somewhere, and the convention center where it's located, and you can always find it on Google. You can zero in for a couple of days, create the stream of all the tweets from that conference, and if you put the hashtag of that conference in front of it, then you will be able to filter it. Let me show you an example of that. Let's say that we want to look all the tweets. Let's make that radius 50 miles from Jacksonville Landing, and here we can put any hashtag. So let's say I want to see all the tweets that mention the word hashtag jobs 50 miles away from landing, Jacksonville Landing. So you will see here we have all the tweets just with all of them will have jobs in them, and there are. So you can say, hey, in downtown Jacksonville, how many people are advertising jobs? Then we may want to make that back to 5 miles. Pretty powerful situation. So you see, there are people right now at 9 o'clock tweeting about. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe those are from late evening jobs, and they're basically trying to look. We have openings here, and if we click, we'll see what kind of jobs. There's a Compass Group is looking for assistant director. So this is how powerful this functionality is. That will conclude what I wanted to show you with respect to tabs, and streams, as well as geocode.